At Discovery, our core purpose is to make people healthier by enhancing and protecting their lives. This purpose is fundamental to all we do at Discovery, and as I take you through the product enhancements, you will see evidence of our core purpose. Discovery Health has had a strong financial year and allows our members to remain confident in the scheme's ability going forward. What we have seen is that our member base has grown significantly, covering close to 3 million lives, equating to 56% of the market share in the open medical aid market, which is currently made up of 21 schemes. We maintain high cover ratios as our members experience high cover ratios for in-hospital claims of 96%, speaking to our scheme's sustainability while paying out these high-cost claims. We maintain a solvency ratio of 27.4%, comfortably above the 25% requirement as regulated by the Council for Medical Schemes, and hold 17.6 billion rand in our reserve account. So what this means for our members is, in the case of something catastrophic coming into the country, we're able to cover our members comfortably without compromising any of the service that they are accustomed to. As we do every year, we'd like to update you on the drivers of medical inflation, these being the factors that we have to consider when introducing a premium change at the beginning of the new year. Bearing in mind that providing quality private healthcare to our members while ensuring the sustainability of the scheme being our main focus. Firstly, we consider Consumer Price Index, which is the cost of living, which currently sits at 4.5%. Then we add on 5.75% on top of that for tariff increases. These are the charges that healthcare providers charge, and we see this going up year on year. We then get what we call the demand side. This is the increased usage of health services by each medical scheme member relative to the year before. This is due to things like aging, the scheme getting older, and an increasing prevalence of chronic disease. If we look closer, we see that we get about 1% for aging and about 3.5% as a result of disease burden. If we look at the trends here, we can see that the scheme is aging about 4 months every year. For each year that the scheme ages, you get claims going up by about 2.5%. Because Discovery Health ages less than a full year, that adds about 1.1% for aging. Then if we look to the right of the slide, we can see significant increases in the number of members who have chronic conditions. It's gone up from about 20% 6 years ago to about 26% now. We see increases in diabetes, high blood pressure, but this is a global trend, and this speaks to lifestyle, where members are not exercising enough, excessive smoking, alcohol consumption, and incorrect nutrition. This is leading to a very significant increase in chronic disease. The average chronic member claims 3.5% more than non-chronic members. Chronic members are admitted to hospital 2.6 times more than non-chronic members. As well as for every newly diagnosed chronic member, we need about 3 members to join the scheme. In addition to the demand side, we have supply side inflation. This speaks to new technologies, new hospitals, new biologic medication, and this adds on between 2 to 2.5% per year at the moment. If we look at the supply side slide, this will show you the impact on the medication. Between 2008 and 2018, we had a 400% increase in the amount of members claiming more than 100,000 Rand a year on medication. Looking to the middle, the cost of those high-cost claimants went up by 500% to 1.8 billion Rand. And you can see a large amount of members claiming for conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis. That's one of the conditions where we have very expensive medication. 10 years ago, we had 239 members claiming, and today we have over 1,300 members that are claiming for that condition. Looking at all of these trends, this adds up to a total inflation that we see of between 10.5 to 12.5%. If we break down the utilization per plan range, we see a very high claims ratio on the upper end and lower end of the spectrum, illustrated by the gray bars. The executive, comprehensive, coastal, and the lower income bracket on our KeyCare option are all running with inflation well above the total premium. If we look at the executive plan as well as the comprehensive plan, we see a claims ratio of 125% as well as 104%. So what this ideally means is that members on these plan types are claiming far more than what they are collecting in premium. On the other hand, our plans illustrated by the blue bar, being the Priority, Saver, Smart, Core, and other KeyCare options, come in with much lower inflation rates. I'm pleased to tell you that we are able to bring down this inflation by firstly looking at our risk management. Through fraud analytics, where we were able to recover fraud close to 500 million Rand, contract negotiations with our providers, as well as our risk management tools, we're able to decrease the contribution increase by 1.2%. Through Vitality, our world-renowned wellness-based program, which keeps our members young and healthy through engagement, allows an additional decrease of 0.4%. Bringing it all together, our projection is that the required contribution increase will range between 8.9% to 10.9% for next year. I'm happy to announce that for 2020, we at Discovery Health will have a weighted contribution increase of 9.5%. Our members on the executive, comprehensive plans will experience a 10.9%, and this accounts for 19% of our member base. Members on the Coastal Series will experience a 9.9% increase, making up 21% of our members. And lastly, members on the Priority, Saver, Smart, and Core plan will experience an 8.9% increase, making up 60% of our member base at the scheme. We at Discovery have a wide variety of plans, each coming through with very competitive pricing, offering rich benefits for our members. On this next slide, you would be able to see the entire spectrum with the different pricing points. However, I will take you through the different plan segments shortly. Tracking our increases versus our competitors, every year Discovery Health is generally lower than most of our competitors. And what this has done over the years is created a premium gap, where differentials show that Discovery Health comes in at 16.9% lower. If we break this down further, looking to the right of the slide, at the different plan types, such as plans that have extensive day-to-day coverage, limited day-to-day, hospital plans, as well as low-income plans. The green dots represent the average pricing line. The red line at the bottom is the pricing line, as well as the gray dots represent our competitor plans in the market. Discovery Health is illustrated by the brown dots. If we look at this, we're able to see at Discovery we tend to trend closer to the lower spectrum when it comes to pricing. And this is particularly clear in our Smart Plan product, which shows us being very competitively priced in each of those ranges in the market. The Smart Plan has shown great success since its inception, as we see that we now have over 100,000 members on this plan type. This plan tends to attract a younger and healthier demographic, and when we compare them to other plans in the market, they are by far the fastest growing of medical scheme plans. They represent about 22% for the growth in the scheme. The Smart Plan networks continue to grow, allowing members a more seamless and convenient experience while ensuring a 96% cover ratio. For next year, we will be expanding on our smart hospital network, now adding on Mediclinic Zanin, Life Ancron Clinic, Mediclinic Valcom, Life St. Mary's, Mediclinic Newcastle, Netcare Albalito, Mediclinic Mulemed, and Mediclinic Cape Gate. Expanding on the success of the smart plans and ensuring that we are able to offer our members more day-to-day access, I am excited to now announce our new plan for 2020, the Classic Smart Comprehensive Plan, bringing together the best of our comprehensive plan series with the best of our smart plan series brought together in this plan. This plan will now replace the classic comprehensive zero MSA plan option. This plan has very comprehensive benefits from hospital cover within the Smart Plan hospital network, a 300,000 Rand oncology threshold, cover for the 27 chronic conditions, access to the screening and prevention benefit, a very rich day-to-day benefit made up of unlimited GP consultations, dental care, eye care, a sports injury benefit, as well as cover for out-of-hospital MRI and CT scans. This plan is also made up of a smart specialist benefit, where a single member would have up to 5,000 Rand and a family would have up to 10,000 Rand to use for consultations within the smart specialist benefit network. This plan would also offer members unlimited or an unlimited above threshold benefit, as well as access to our maternity benefit for comprehensive cover. The comprehensive smart plan comes in at a competitive premium. Looking at a family of 3, the premiums would be about 9,700 Rand, which is more cost effective than other comprehensive plans in the market. And if we compare this to our very own classic comprehensive plan, it comes in at 25% cheaper for very similar benefits. This represents a very good value for money, looking at the price point as well as the comprehensive cover that this plan offers. We continue to be proud to offer members with the most comprehensive plan range available in the market, with 23 different plan options to match members' different unique medical aid needs. On this slide, we're able to see the full product platform for 2020. As we know that life is uncertain and members' needs change over time, be it medical or financial, we allow you to upgrade once a year, which is now during our year-end period for effect 1 January 2020, and allow you to downgrade at any part of the year, provided that the new plan will start at the beginning of the new month. As I take you through the benefit enhancements for 2020, I would like to highlight how plans currently work. If we look to the left of the slide, we're able to see our risk benefits. These are benefits that are covered by the scheme. These benefits are available on all our plan types and are made up of our hospital benefit, which provides members with unlimited private hospital cover, a chronic illness benefit, where members are able to claim for their chronic medications, as well as their provider visits, which all form part of the chronic basket of care. We also have a screening and prevention benefit made up of your mammograms, your pap smears, your prostate tests, glaucoma testing, your blood pressure, glucose, cholesterol, and body mass index. If we look to the right of the slide, you will see benefits that are applicable per plan type. The medical savings account, which is there for members to utilize for all their day-to-day visits. You will get your medical savings account at the beginning of the new year. Let's say, for example, you get to December of that year and you find that you still have savings available. You will carry over those savings into the new year. You will never lose your savings. In the other instance, if you find that you get perhaps to the middle of the year and your savings has run out, you will have access through the day-to-day extender benefit. The day-to-day extender benefit is there to assist you with GP consultations when you're either waiting for the next year for your savings to recharge, or you are on the priority, comprehensive, or executive plan option, meaning that you're in your self-payment gap waiting to reach the threshold. We have made a change to our day-to-day extender benefit, which I will take you through shortly. The above threshold benefit will remain on our priority, comprehensive, and executive plan options. The above threshold benefit is there sort of like a reserve savings account to kick in when you've closed your self-payment gap. The above threshold benefit is limited on the priority plan and unlimited on the comprehensive and executive plan series. We also have our maternity benefit, which is an exciting enhancement that we have introduced previously, where members would be able to claim for their pregnancy needs from the time of pregnancy up until baby is born till baby is 2 years old. There is a limited number of blood tests, consultations, as well as benefits that members can make use of. Members must ensure that they register for this benefit in order for the benefit to be activated. Looking at the day-to-day extender benefit, we have enhanced this benefit for next year and will now allow members access to nurse-based visits in a very big pharmacy wellness network, starting with Dischem. Members will have 2 pathways that they can use. Firstly, members can consult with the nurse in the pharmacy network. The nurse will be linked to a GP via telemedicine. And secondly, members would also be able to use virtual consults with their own GP via their smartphone using Dr. Connect. If the nurse or the virtual GP consult advises members that they need to visit a GP face-to-face, then the scheme will be able to fund for those visits from this benefit as well. These will now be the only 2 methods in order to access the benefit in 2020, allowing members a more seamless, convenient, and wider range of access under this benefit. The limits will still remain applicable on the Saver plan, with unlimited access on the priority, comprehensive, and executive plan range. Further updates for next year on some of our other benefits will be that we have now introduced a co-payment for out-of-hospital scans and MRI scans on the executive plan, as to align this plan with our other plan ranges. Our specialized medicine and technology benefit, which affects members on the executive and comprehensive plan options, where we have now introduced reference pricing on medications for rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, and Crohn's disease. We have entered into favorable negotiations with a few of the manufacturers, and the reference price will be a drug called Humira. So members that are utilizing Humira would be covered in full, and if members utilize a different drug for one of those 3 conditions, we will fund up to the Humira rate. The third update will be on the accumulation rate for members on the executive, comprehensive, and priority plan for acute prescribed medication. If members are taking preferential priced generic medication, this will accumulate to 100% and pays out from the threshold at 100%. If members utilize non-preferential priced non-generic medication, this will now accumulate to 50%. On the Classic Smart series, we have introduced an annual limit for acute medication of 1,500 Rand per member and 2,500 Rand per family. We have also removed the co-payment, which was previously 10 Rand per line item. Members would need to use a Clicks or Dischem to obtain these medications. We have also expanded our Delta Hospital network, where we're pleased to announce an addition of the Life Wilges Hospital in Pretoria. If we look at the funding of scopes for next year, currently members that are going in for a gastroscopy as well as a colonoscopy would have had to pay 2 deductibles. We're now introducing 1 higher deductible on all plans except the KeyCare for next year. Looking at our screening and prevention benefit, we have enhanced this benefit for 2020 on all plans, introducing screening for colorectal cancer. Cover will include funding of a fecal occult blood test or fecal immunochemical test every 2 years for members between the ages of 45 and 75 years old. Looking at some of the other updates for 2020, we have increased the co-payments and deductibles by 9.5%. Thresholds will increase as per plan specific. MRI and CT scans, the co-payment will go up by 4.8%. Surgical items will increase by 4.5%, and the benefits will remain unchanged on the oncology benefit, the international travel benefit, the overseas treatment benefit, the specialized and medication technology benefit, hip, knee, and spinal prosthesis limits, as well as cochlear and brain implant limits will remain unchanged, as well as the external medical items limit will remain unchanged for next year. I will now take you through the different plan ranges, highlighting the differences as I go on. If we look at our executive plan option, this plan option offers members up to 300% of the medical rate coverage, unlimited cover in any private hospital, including private ward cover, cover for chronic illnesses made up of the 27 chronic conditions, as well as access to the additional chronic disease list, the highest medical savings account, as well as an unlimited above threshold benefit, as well as cover for your overseas treatments using our global treatment platform, where members do not have to only have medical cover in South Africa or medical procedures in South Africa. They're able to have the treatment done abroad. Members will have access of up to $1 million for medical emergencies when traveling outside of South Africa, as well as access to the day-to-day extender benefit for unlimited GP consultations and kids casualty visits when their medical savings runs out. If we look at the comprehensive series, the comprehensive series is made up of classic comprehensive plan options as well as essential comprehensive plan options. All our classic plans offer up to 200% coverage, with the essential plans offering up to the base medical rate cover. On the comprehensive series, members will enjoy a very high medical savings account, again, access to the chronic illness benefit through the 27 chronic conditions as well as the additional chronic disease list, access to an unlimited above threshold benefit once members have passed through the self-payment gap, unlimited access through the day-to-day extender benefit for their GP consultations and kids casualty visits, and cover for medical emergencies when traveling. If we look at the priority series, the difference here is that members who are on this plan option will have a limited above threshold benefit, meaning that members that close the self-payment gap, once they enter the threshold, it is no longer unlimited, however limited to a rand amount. On the priority series, members also experience deductibles for certain conditions when they go into hospital, that they would need to pay an upfront amount to the hospital and thereafter able to claim from the medical aid. Members would have access to the chronic benefit as well as access to our MedExpress, which is our in-house pharmacy delivery service to deliver members chronic medication to their place of work or either their home. Members would still have access to the maternity benefit, cover for medical emergencies when traveling, and unlimited cover through the day-to-day extender benefit. If we look at the Saver series, there has been no changes for next year, and the Saver series will continue as normal. The Saver series is made up of your medical savings account as well as your unlimited hospital benefit. If during the course of the year members' savings does deplete, members would have access for a limited number of consultations through the day-to-day extender benefit. Members would also have access to the maternity benefit, as well as cover for medical emergencies when traveling. If we look at our Smart Plan series, this series, as I mentioned earlier, is a very fast-growing plan on our Discovery platform. This plan is digitally enhanced, where members do not have to physically go in to see a GP. They're able to consult with their GP using their smartphone. This plan does not have a medical savings account, however, it does have day-to-day benefits. Members would be able to consult with their GP, as well as members on the Smart Plan will have access for an eye test, a dental checkup, as well as access to sports-related injuries where they're able to visit with a physiotherapist as referred by their Smart Network GP. Members would have complete control of their plan at their fingertips using the Discovery app, full cover for chronic medications through the 27 chronic conditions, utilizing MedExpress, Clicks or Dischem, as well as cover for medical emergencies when traveling. Lastly, we will look at our core plan option. Our core plan option does not have a medical savings applicable, and this plan will kick in once members have a hospital visit authorized. Members would then have unlimited private hospital cover. Members still are able to enjoy the benefits of having cover for their chronic medication and doctor visits for or relating to their chronic illness, or making up the chronic basket of care using MedExpress or a MedExpress pharmacy network, cover for comprehensive pre- and postnatal health services through our maternity benefit, cover for medical emergencies when traveling. On the Core Plan series, the series is also made up of the Classic Core, remember offering you 200% coverage, as well as the Essential Core, which is made up of the base medical aid rate cover. If we look at Discovery Health Company, our program offers an advanced and progressive version of employee assistance programs, which offers proactive servicing rather than reactive benefits. Our program offers 4 pillars of benefits, being emotional, physical, legal, and financial support. We have a very high-tech and data-driven approach to this, as we have a large amount of information because of the medical scheme, vitality, and wellness days through an app that we have developed, where employees can also share how they're feeling on a day-to-day basis, and this will allow us to reach out to them and offer assistance. We are further enhancing our Healthy Company product next year by giving access to employees on Healthy Company on key elements of the Vitality program, namely active rewards. So from next year, if you are a member of Healthy Company, you are able to have access to the Active Rewards fitness ring. If you close that ring, you will be able to earn rewards for getting active. There will also be a discount on the WowWear fitness band, and we will also offer very significant support to employees with things like a wellness calendar, service tools, Healthy Company wellness advisors, as well as different workshops and training programs. One further important enhancement is the introduction of healthy coaches. While we sit here today, there has been 24 new cancer diagnoses, 8 non-fatal heart attacks, and 31 new chronic diagnoses, all in a span of 1 day. These are very traumatic and life-changing events, and this often becomes confusing as to what needs to be done once you are diagnosed. We are therefore introducing a skilled health coach service, where they will assist members in the early stages of diagnosis with assistance on high-risk illnesses through our high-risk programs, such as cardiac, diabetes, and oncology programs. They will assist members on how to navigate the benefits, set fitness goals, and provide members with overall support. This will be available at no extra fee.